The Gospel Journal, Malawi, and today is Tuesday, 11th of November 2025, and is chapter 10 of the book of Esther, and is the last chapter of the book. So today we are concluding the 10 days of the book of Esther. So I've also titled the last page as Sweet Revenge, and I'm reading from Esther chapter 10, verse number 3. It reads, Mordecai the Jew was second in rank to King Xerxes, preeminent among the Jews, and held in high esteem by his many fellow Jews, because he worked for the good of his people and spoke up for the welfare of all Jews. The story that started to unfold from chapter 1 is coming to an end in chapter 10. And in chapter 10, we see the conclusion which elevates Mordecai. I said it that in the book, even if it's titled the book of Esther, the conclusion is not speaking about Esther. The conclusion is speaking about Mordecai. Others have said, why not calling the book of Mordecai? But there was a reason, attributing a factor to Esther, a woman who was able to transition from a Jew and fitting into a society that later on she went on to be a wife of a king and influenced the king to look at the Jews in their time of trouble. Maybe that is the reason why it's talking about Esther. But the whole story, chapter 1, chapter number 10, we begin to see how a man named Mordecai was a hero. So in chapter number 10, we see now that the king, Xerxes, or Ahasuerus, in his native Arabic name or language, comes up with a journal. So it was written in the journal of the Chronicles of Media and Persia. A full account of what happened, the whole story was captured. And what was captured more was a tribute to a man who was selfless and a man who was able to give his all to uplift the welfare of Jews. A man that is a silent player, but working to achieve great things, great results. Preeminent among the Jews, meaning becoming before. And he was a man who all Jews respected. A man who worked out for good of his people. Wait a minute, I want to make a reflection of the character of Mordecai to the current political leaders that we have in our generation. When I look around, how I wish we had politicians of the caliber of Mordecai, who would look at the suffering of the people and push to full strength every inch of a perimeter, making it a point that resources would be poured out to fight enemies of the people, hunger, starvation, disease, poverty, corruption. But this is not what we see today. We see those that are in power want to get all monies for themselves, whilst forgetting the people who are languishing. Mordecai was not that kind of a person. I would like to advocate for a Mordecai model where those who are leaders should look at uplifting the lives of the people. So he was honored, and he was the second person in command in the kingdom. Remember, Haman once rose to that position, but he used that position to bring terror. Haman did not achieve anything. Mordecai was uplifted to that position. He saved his people and was honored. Those who are in positions of service, those are positions you need to uplift others, not for your exploitation. Let us learn from this story that no matter how difficult times may be, God works out a story for us to tell tomorrow. God is the story writer of your life, and He will make your end story a tale to the whole world. And are you ready for that story? Good morning.